Today we'll be looking at volume of prisms, cylinders, and spheres. To find the volume of a prism, we take the area of the base, which is our capital B, times by the height, which is h. So let's find the volume of this prism. So the volume equals the area of our base times by our height. So right here we have a base, which is our triangle. So to find the area of this triangle, it's 1/2 times the base times the height. The base of our triangle is 5, and the height of our triangle is 10. So that means the area of our base is 25. Then to find the height, it's the distance between our two bases. So our height is 19. So then to find the volume, 25 times by 19, we have a volume of 475 meters cubed. So let's find the volume of the second prism. So here I'm looking at my base, which is 24 by 4. So the volume equals the area of our base times by our height. So if I take my 24 by 4 rectangle and find the area, it's base times height, and 24 times 4 equals 96. The area of our base is 96, and we multiply that by our height, which is the distance between our two bases, which is 2. So 96 times by 2, we have a volume of 192 meters cubed. So for this third example, we want to find the volume of the composite space figure. So first of all, let's take a look at our left side. I'm going to highlight that in yellow. So here's our prism. So the volume of that left prism is going to be the area of the base times by the height. So we're going to just take a look and say that this is the area of our base. So we're looking at a 7 by 4. So the area of that rectangle is base times height, and 7 times 4 is 28. Then we're going to multiply that by the height. So if this is our base, then we know this is the distance between our two bases, which is a total of 7 centimeters. 28 times by 7. We have a volume of 196 centimeters cubed. So now we can take a look at our second prism right there. Still our prism, so it's the volume equals the area of our base times by our height. So this time we can say that our area, or our base, is a 2 by 7 rectangle, or sorry, 2 by 5 rectangle. So that means our area, which is base times height, is 2 times 5. So the area of this base is 10. And then the height, which is the distance between our two bases, is 7. So 10 times 7 is 70 centimeters cubed. So then to find the area of our composite figure, that means we take the 196 and add 70. So the volume of both is 266 centimeters cubed. So now we want to find the volume of the cylinder, and the volume equals pi times our radius squared times by our height. So let's find the volume of the cylinder in terms of pi. So volume equals pi times our radius squared times by the height. In this case, we have a radius of 5, and our height, the distance between the bases, is 11. So 5 squared is 25. Since it's in terms of pi, 25 times by 11 is 275 pi inches cubed. So the volume of a sphere equals 4/3 times by pi times the radius cubed. So to find the volume of this sphere, we have that 4/3 times by pi times our radius cubed. Our radius is 7, And 7 cubed is 343. And here it doesn't say in terms of pi, so let's do 4/3 times by pi times by 343. We end up with a volume of 1,436 and 76/100 meters cubed. Lastly, let's look at a sphere that has a volume of 288 pi feet cubed, and we'll find the surface area of the sphere. So, first of all, we know we're looking at the volume, and it says of a sphere, so it's 4/3 pi times radius cubed. We know the volume is 288 pi, so we don't know the radius. So if we divide both sides by pi, we're left with 288, which equals 4/3 times by the radius cubed. Now if we multiply everything by the reciprocal, which is 3/4, 288 times by 3/4 is 216 equals r cubed. So then lastly we can cube root both sides, and the cube root of 216 is 6. So that means we have a radius of 6. So then to find the surface area of a sphere, surface area equals